But right now, you air.
Give me a second here. I am currently going through an email that I got. I'm giving you guys the inside scoop. You're only going to hear it here first. After you hear it here, you will hear it from other YouTube channels. I am giving you the inside scoop. First of all, before we get started, let me drink my health concoction. This concoction is what you see right here. The reason you see the sculptness of my body, the perfectly symmetrical, beautiful transition of my face that you see right here. This is the reason right here. This concoction that I have right here. Email me on my Twitter. I will give you the ingredients that is in here with a donation of $100, at least $100, and I guaranteed you this concoction will make you look as good as me. It's a tough taste. It's a tough taste. You gotta have the cojones to swallow that down, but come on. Everybody come in, everybody relax. I got the inside scoop. I got my emails open. I'm going to read and tell you guys the reasons why Sony will not be here. Let me get a couple of shout outs. What's going on? Crown Worthy. What is up, Zobi? What's going on, bro? Killer Black Mamba KMB. What's up, brother? Aki, the champ. What's going on? Ghost. Yo, I got my toxic nachos. I was messing around on Twitter the other day, and it was donut day. You know, I don't eat donuts, but I'm scrolling through my timeline. There's all these delicious donuts. Glazed donuts, jelly donuts, apple fritters, Boston creams, you know what I mean? All types of donuts. And I was just like, God damn, I want a donut now. So I took my sloppy ass all the way down to fucking flipping Dunkin' Donuts, excuse my mouth, and got me a dozen donuts. Ate them, bow, boom, in one sitting. Bow, scop, you know what I mean? That has nothing to do with anything. But first, I'm going to give you the reasons why Sony will not be at E3. And by all means, it pisses me the flip off. It really makes me extremely angry that Sony is not participating in the festivities. Sony is not participating in tradition. Sony is not participating at an event. Well, the only event where they can sit here and actually show off these garbage games. I mean, garbage games. I feel like Sony has thrown in the towel. They found a way to slickily find their ways to throw in the towel. I think that they'll be back next year. The thing is, they're you know. Sony has found a way to slither their way out of this. But I told you I got some exclusive emails from insiders in Sony, and I'm going to reveal those emails right now. But before we do that, I want to pay homage to the news that we got so far. So far, from the news that I'm hearing from Xseed, from Namco Bandai, Square Enix, Nintendo, from everybody's got some real goodies for us coming this E3, you know? The most positive news that I heard so far was the Grandia remake will be there. Ni no Kuni, there is a Ni no Kuni remaster coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. There is a Ni no Kuni coming to the Nintendo Switch. We're not getting the remaster. We're going to get the PlayStation 3. Oh my God! Oh my God! Nintendo sucks! They're getting the standard edition of Ni no Kuni. Oh my God! I think that's hilarious that people are coming out and giggling and snickering because the Nintendo Switch is getting the standard edition to Ni no Kuni. I think that is hilarious. Number one, who gives a flip about some type of remastered, enhanced graphics? Who really gives a flip? You know what I mean? Why do I say that? Because who gives a flip about a game that you guys never bought in the first place? If we're gonna get real about it, what you laughing and snickering for? You never even bought Ni no Kuni 1! You damn sure didn't buy Ni no Kuni 2! So who gets to flip about a remastered or enhanced or a remake? Who cares? Why do you care? You ain't gonna buy it. The only way that I would be mad about a remaster or an enhanced edition, and I'm about to blow some people's mind with this one, it's going to be so flipping simple that it's going to blow your flipping minds. You know what I mean? The only way that I would care about a remaster or enhanced edition for a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One version in comparison to the PlayStation 3 version, this is it. This is it right here. It's going to be so flipping complex. You think it's going to blow your mind. The only reason that I would care is, say, they started adding more demons to the Componium. You know what I'm saying? Started adding more areas, you know, unseen lands, added more to the storyline, things of that such. That's where I'll go, God. You know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm trying to say is, as a gamer, I don't give a flip about enhancing the flipping graphics. As a gamer, I would be mad if there wasn't they were adding more game to a game that wasn't going to be able to be added to the Switch version. I would be mad if it was missing gameplay mechanics, not enhanced visuals. When did you start gaming? 2011? Ni no Kuni looks fine for the PlayStation 3. It looks fine. It looks great. And all due respect, all due honesty, what more can they really enhance to Ni no Kuni to make it look better? Raising the tint, or raising the hue, raising the color. Ni no Kuni will look fine on the PlayStation 4, and it will look great on the Nintendo Switch. I'm pretty sure they will do some type of side-by-side comparison at these, these channels where there's over millions of subscribers, and people are really sitting there and doing some type of judging and testing to see which one looks better. I won't. I will be too busy consuming hours and hours upon hours into Ni no Kuni. You guys go ahead and play the graphical test. Play the graphical test on YouTube. Because you're not going to buy the PlayStation 4 version. You're not going to buy the Xbox One version. I guaranteed you $1 million right here as we stand. The highest selling version will be on the Nintendo Switch. The more expensive version will be on the Nintendo Switch. The go-to place to play Ni no Kuni, mother suckers, will be on the Nintendo Switch. And bring over Ni no Kuni to this Switch as well. Let's see, who else we got in here? We got Blandity. What's on? Only way I would care is if they added more monsters. Yes, if they added more monsters to the Componium, then I'll be like, hey, I want that version. I want that version, god dang it. Yo, so people come in, you never know, man. You never flipping know, bro. They just might add more demons to the Componium. Yeah, and then when they do, you're going to be flipping pissed off, dude. They're not going to add more death monsters to the Componium. No, they're not. Why would they go out and spend extra money on adding more monsters to the Componium when they know that nobody's going to buy the PlayStation 4 and Xbox version? Why would they do such a stupid thing? You didn't buy the first one You definitely didn't buy the second one. I did. I bought the second one. Where is it? Where's the second one at? Where is it? It's somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. I knocked down all my Switch games, superior to games that they are. And it's on the other shelf. Ni no Kuni 2. Bow, right there. Still in the packaging. I didn't even play yet. I'm too busy playing the Switch to play the PlayStation 4. That's why it's not open. And I have Ni no Kuni 1. Bow. Where are you, Ni no Kuni? Ni no Kuni, where you at? Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni, right? I got the for those of us who bought Ni no Kuni on day one, you got the steel case. Did you get this? Does anybody get this? No. Ni no Kuni, where are you, Ni no Kuni? I love you, Ni no Kuni. I don't even know what Ni no Kuni is. It's somewhere in here. I know I got it. It's somewhere in here. Maybe it's in here. Ni no Kuni, come on out, Ni no Kuni. Hell of a game. One hell of a goddamn game. I know you're not going to buy the enhanced version, but I would recommend it. To me, it was the best game on the PlayStation 3. It came out towards the end of the PlayStation 3 life cycle. But it was great. It's somewhere around here. It's probably in my PlayStation 3. That was the last game I think I played on the PlayStation 3. To be honest, my art sword arrived. Your Sword Art Online arrived. I got mine too. I got Sword Art Online too for the Switch. Bow. Got that bad boy. Chuck is mad hot too. It's dope. It's basically the PS Vita PS4 one that came out a couple years ago. It's basically this, but with enhanced visuals. They did some tweaks to the remember the little system when you're able to breed with the characters, you're able to take the characters to your bedroom and stuff like that. The dating simulator thing. They did some stuff like they got it now. It's mad dope. Like they got it, on the Switch. There's gyro controls, so you can go like nod your head yes or say no. I don't do that. I just press A or B. It's mad tight. But you know, it's a meaty RPG. You're gonna be putting hours into it. This is my new addiction right now. Really, really fun. Sup, Zobi tells the calendar what's going on, man. The 12th map. I'm on the 12th map. Cool. I'm just effing around in panties, dude. I don't know what game you're talking about. Oh, okay. I'm talking about Ni no Kuni. But anyway, oh man, like I said, I have the inside scoop. E3 has just got started. EA really slowed down the energy. Didn't they mess up the energy of E3 a little bit? EA really slowed down the energy drastically. I was really like, man, I was hyped for E3, but I clicked on. I didn't even watch the EA stream. I was watching a fellow comrade's stream. We were in there, and he was watching it, and Greg Miller was there, so it really was just messing with me. And then EA started showing off some games, and I wasn't really paying attention. And then they showed Star Wars, and that was complete garbage. And I wanted to go to Twitter to see, because you go to Twitter, all the fake gamers are there. You go to Twitter, bam, you start looking, and you be like, man, is people actually excited for this garbage game? I'm like, all the people that I thought weren't gamers in the first place, they were just, in 2011, YouTube started paying everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always say people are 2011 gamers. YouTubers started paying everybody for having a YouTube page. You know what I mean? If you open up a YouTube page, bow, YouTube was going to give you that money easy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting paid. I was getting money from YouTube before the 2011 thing. You know what I'm saying? I got partnered. I got verified. YouTube said I was legit. You official like a referee in the whistle. So they never messed with my channels. They never messed with my Zobi 70 versus the World channel. And they never messed with this channel. They always said, yo, Zobi, you solidified, you official, you the man. Thank you for all the money you made on YouTube. Bow, your channel's safe no matter what. You can say curse words. You can pull your cock out and swing it left or right. Listen, it is what it is, man. We gonna slow these channels down. You know what I'm saying? And I said, bow. And a lot of people were more worried and concerned about their channels to be setting down because there were a lot of there were a bunch of phony bull crap channels that opened up because YouTube was paying everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then during that time, all of a sudden we had an upsurge of fake gamers. They were opening up podcasters. They were doing videos talking about, doing reaction videos, eating chicken while watching the reaction videos. Eyes were bucking. Some people were drinking giant soda cans. You know what I'm saying? People were just looking real crazy from 2011 till now. So, a lot of times they'll say they did a purge to remove people from toxic masculinity, to remove Nazis, to remove hate speech and things of that such. They really wanted to remove a lot of these 2011 YouTubers because there was a lot of people just bullshitting. It was just bullshitting the servers, slowing down YouTube. I'm on YouTube, but the YouTube's all slow. I'm thinking it's me. They say no, it's a bunch of bullshit channels that just opened up. So they wiped all these cats out. You know what I mean? Not my channel. My channel's official, like a referee in the whistle. You know what I mean? But a lot of pretend gamers started coming out of the uproots. You know what I mean? Started talking about Smash Brothers. Started talking about Pokemon. And I'm trying to tell you, I've been doing YouTube since 2009 on up. You know what I mean? So when I talked about Pokemon and things of that such, I was getting hated on big time. Now there's thousands upon thousands of channels talking about Pokemon. You know what I mean? But when I talked about it, Casper's like, "Look, man, what's wrong with this dude, man? This dude's retarded, man. I'm gonna kick his ass if I see him in the real." You know what I'm saying? As they should. So, so when I hear 2011 gamers, that's what I mean by 2011 gamers. A lot of guys became gamers because YouTube was paying people, Now, when I went to the 2011 gamers that I followed on Twitter, a lot of them were talking about the Star Wars. Oh my God, the Star Wars game is off the hook, man. And I'm like, what? I watched the game. I literally sat there and looked at the game and I said, what is this? You know what I mean? I was in a state of confusion. I was lost. I didn't even know it was a video game. I was like, where's the game at? How are we in 2019 and games are looking this bad in 2019, especially coming from EA? EA has all this money. They make money from Maddens. They make money from the FIFAs. They make money from this game and that game. They've polluted the minds of gamers for over thousands of years. This is the best that they could do with Star Wars? BioWare was able to make one of the best Star Wars games of all time, Knights of Old Republic and Obsidian. Was it Obsidian? Was able to make a Star Wars Knights of Republic 2. And the budget was basically bubble gum chewings, rippy bits, paper clips. That was their budget. And they were able to take that and mold two of the best Star Wars games of all time. Star Wars has BioWare, they have The Sims, they have all these people over there at EA, and they still can't make a good Star Wars game? They had the template to do it. What was that garbage? And people were like, yo, pre-order right now, baby. And I'm like, these 2011 weirdos, man. I was ruining... Anyway, so that's the only thing I saw was EA, Greg Miller, and it really just left a bad taste in my mouth when it pertains to E3. I was just like, man, this is just brutal. This could not be what E3 is going to be about this year. It has to be better than this. So tomorrow, I'm locked and loaded. Xbox will be having their conference. Bethesda will be having their conference. I'm pretty sure there will be another conference sprinkled here and there. But I'm looking very, very, very closely when it pertains to the Xbox conference. Xbox? That'd be great. What? Xbox? I'm looking very, very, very. I'm gonna have an eagle eye when it comes to Xbox tomorrow. Greg Miller sickens me. Yeah, Greg Miller really sickens me. I really get pissed off every time I see Greg Miller. I'm saying, how was this guy able to climb the ranks of gaming? It really just shows you how much non-gamers are on YouTube. You know what I mean? When Greg Miller is able to climb the ranks in gaming. The guy he's a Jim Carrey ripoff. He's eye bucking and he's dancing and he's walking around with his shirt off. He's acting like a complete idiot. I used to like not Greg Miller. I used to like Morgan Webb, Adam Sessler when they were at E3. They were cool, you know. They were nerds. Don't get the game twisted, but they were able to add a coolness factor to gaming, you know. It didn't really matter what age you were, from 3 to 33. Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb were able to touch the hearts of gamers at that time. And then they had to resort to being, you know, they had to resort to those type of tactics. I mean, I know those are the things that entertain the modern day millennial male and female. You know what I'm saying? By somebody getting on camera, bucking their eyes, dragging their lips, and going, woogity, 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 woogity. I just gained 10 subscribers by doing that. I know that the channels that are getting over millions of subscribers are some type of cracked out weirdo screaming on the camera, pretending to be excited because Mario joins the fight. And then people are in shock when this person goes crazy. It's trending on my Twitter. I'm on Twitter looking at Japanese babes, game announcements, and I have to look at the side and see that this person had a nervous breakdown. And people are shocked. Anyway, I'm looking at Greg Miller. He looks insane. I'm like, what is going on right now? I hope he's not hosting. I hope he was just hosting the EA segments. I please do not let this man be the host of all the shows. Maybe it was just a stream that this guy was watching. Maybe he clicked on the Kind of Funny stream, and that's the reason why Greg Miller was there. I don't know why he clicked on the Kind of Funny stream. I'd rather click on IGN stream and listen to those mysterious people. I don't know who anybody of those people are, but I'm supposed to take their review credible. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to take Jimmy Joe from Texas credible. I don't know who is this guy. What has he done in gaming to take his word credible? Just because he works at IGN? Cracked out weirdo. Yeah, they're surprised when they turn out to be pedophiles. Yeah. Even his fans, even all of his fans are weirdos. You know, Aki, you'll be surprised. You're talking to half of his fans on the Discord. Can't stand. What's up, Solid Snake? Anthem is Game of the Year. I think they showed Anthem. I have no idea what Anthem is. It was another first-person shooter that was driving me crazy. Greg Miller was the main host for EA. Okay, he was hosting the EA event. Oh, God. Please don't let him be at the Microsoft or the Bethesda or the Nintendo. He definitely won't be at the Nintendo. Jesus Christ. But anyway, I'll be keeping a close eye on Microsoft's event tomorrow. I'll be keeping an eagle eye on Microsoft events tomorrow. I'll be, you know, why? Because you're a fanboy, man. You're an expert. You always do it, dude. No. I mean, like I said, if I would be willing to buy your console if you're ever to bring me an enhanced gaming experience, but by all means. And I feel bad that I bought the PlayStation 4 over the Xbox because I feel like the Xbox is bringing me a better gaming experience. What? Okay, Zombie's having a nervous breakdown. You know what? So Zombie needs to be trending on Twitter. He's crazy right now, man. seriously, this PlayStation 4 is garbage. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the thing right now and it's ready to break down. There's dust all over. I wish I could pull this thing up and show you the dust that's cluttering up my PlayStation 4 right now. I do not play this piece of junk. What are you talking about, Zelby? There's a bunch of great games on the PlayStation 4, man. You know, speaking of those great games, right? They're having some type of sale, a PlayStation sale right now, right? It's a clearance. It seems like there's a PlayStation sale every gosh darn week, right? But there's a PlayStation sale right now, and a lot of their exclusive games have been marked down. You know what I'm saying? You can literally go into the PlayStation 4 store right now and get games for $10. I'm talking about their exclusives. You can go in there and get the Uncharted's, the infamous Second Sons. You can get the Spider-Mans. Days Gone was $19.99. You know what I mean? That just came out 2 weeks ago. You can literally go on the PlayStation Store right now and get games for $10 that were told to me that these were the best games of all time. They were the Zelda killers. They were the Tomb Raider killers. They were this killer. They were that killer. They were the Gears of War killers. They were killing every game that was on every other platform. You know what I mean? The Halo killers from Killzone. And I was looking at this list, and it was really making me mad that not just that they were $10, not that it was $10. It was making me mad because I was like, what the hell is this goddamn? What are these games? Look at these games, quote unquote games. When I say games for PlayStation, just put quote unquote next to that, please. I'm looking at the list of games. God of War, Spider-Man, Uncharted 4, Uncharted spinoff, infamous Second Son. I'm like, these games are flipping trash, man! Nintendo was able to outdo those list of games in 2 years, and in Sony's 7 or 8 years with the PlayStation 4. I was looking through the list and I said, these are some of the worst games to ever exist. No wonder they're $10. Nobody's buying them. We gotta get them out of here. IGN 9.5. GameStop 10.5. You're excited. You're happy. Oh, we did it. We did it. Sony. We're better than Xbox. We're better. You take the game home. You play it. You go, what in the hell? Gets me to my reason of the video. Gets me to the point of the video. I got the emails right here. The real reason Sony will not be at E3 this year. And it's no surprise to no one. Deep into your subconscious mind, you know where I'm going. I don't care how much of a fanboy you are, you know why Sony's not there. I don't think anybody's confused about that. Sitting in the car, I want you to know we can get fall. Step on the gas.
Step on the gas, gas. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes, brake. Now step on the gas. Step on the gas.
You say bam, bam, bam. Come on, let's jam.
Step on the gas. Step on the brakes. Step on the brakes. Step on the gas. You know which way to go, but it ain't gonna stop me.
Here we go. What? And signal to the.
Check and turn the signals to the right. Now turn to the right. Now turn to the right.
Check and turn the signal to the left.
Check and turn the signals to the left. Now turn to the left.
Now turn to the left.
Whoa, ho, stop the car. We got an emergency, can't you see?
Do you know why we stopped the car? This what Sony needs, man. It's not what Sony wants. It's definitely not what Sony wants. We know that. But this is what Sony needs. Sony needs, with the PlayStation 5, I'm not buying it, especially going in the direction that they're going, anti-gamer. Sony, can we get this? Can we get that? Sony, can we get this? Can we get backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2? No. No, stop asking. Those games are ugly. They look stupid. No, don't ask. They're anti-developers. Take it out. No more showing that. Nope. Take it out. We can show you two lesbians kissing. You know? We can show you naked men walking around pretending to be a witch, demon hunter or something like that. Caucasian males walking around with no clothes. We're fine with showing you that. But Japan, no. We are strictly coming down on you. Japan, you need to get out. You have to get out of the PlayStation, man. They're using you. They're using you. You need to leave. They're constricting your creativity. Oh, come on. They're not constricting creativity, man. This is bullcrap, man. Don't listen to Zobi, guys. Zobi just wants to see little children walking around, showing, you know. Listen, if this is the developer wanted to do, this is what the developer wanted to do, and I support that 100%, especially if it's a great game. Go ahead and put your little weirdo stuff in there if that's what you want to do. But you can't restrict one thing, but you're going to allow another thing. You're going to allow, you started off the conference with one of your characters from a game that nobody knows the name of to another character tongue kissing each other. But you show some type of little girl, you know, with a hamster voice and a towel. Oh no, remove it. Remove it. They're anti-everything, you know? I forgot the point where I was going. But anyway, the real reason Sony will not be at E3 this year. It's not because it's irrelevant. Sony's irrelevant, please. Sony has been irrelevant for years. Let's keep it real. They've been irrelevant for almost 10 years now. Let's keep it real. Over 10 years now. They haven't put out a good exclusive since the PlayStation 1. I'll give you two. For those of you who believe the PlayStation 2 was so great, I'll give you two. But I can't really think of a PlayStation 2 exclusive that was so great. But, you know, I mean, this guy, you know, here he goes again, you know. Here he goes again. You can't think of a PlayStation 2? Come on, bro. Ratchet and Clank. You know, I'm going to show Zoe. Jack and Dexter. You know, this guy don't know any good exclusives. They haven't put out a good exclusive in over 20 years. I guarantee you, I look to the right, somebody had put Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Dexter there. Bow, here we go. Sly 3, yeah, Sly Cooper. Those games would be unacceptable if they were on Nintendo platforms. You know what I mean? Unacceptable. They would be unacceptable if they were on a Nintendo platform. Let's keep it real. We enjoy it because we go, oh, nice. It's, you know, it's like when you see Michelangelo painting, you know, if you see like a painting, right? And then you see your little brother drawing the Michelangelo painting. And it comes out, you can recognize it. You go, I can recognize that. Yeah, that's the Michelangelo painting. Good job. You did a good job there. You know what I'm saying? That's when you go with Sony's Jack and Dexter, Sly Cooper, Jack and Dexter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Ape Escape, things of that such. You go, oh, that was a good job. Good job. You tried. At least you gave a good try, you know? But I'm going to go back over here and play some Donkey Kong. Ha! We here. You know what I'm saying? The only one that they really got close, and still I thought was just okay, was Crash Bandicoot. You know, that was the only one. But after that, I thought they were all just completely terrible. Dreamcast for life, word up. Shout out to Dreamcast, word up. My little brother bumped his head as a kid. Okay, y'all turn it up. Y'all turn it up. Final Fantasy X, PS2. I think people are confused. I think people are confused. I think people are, no, you know what? I think people are pretending to be confused. You know what I mean? I think people are pretending to be confused. You know? Final Fantasy X on the PS2. That's a Sony exclusive? Are people pretending to be confused down there? You know? We have to be more intelligent than that guy. We have to. No disrespect to Tales of Calibur. We have to be more intelligent than that. Are people pretending to be confused? Let me look. Zombie, do aliens exist? What is the government hiding from us? Aliens, I'm starting to believe, in the past 5 or 6 years now, I am starting to believe that aliens do not exist. I'm starting to believe that they do not exist. I really am. And I think we have 100% proof aliens do not exist with a movie. It's a movie that's been out since the 80s. It was a Steven Spielberg movie. And I'm starting to really believe that aliens do not exist. I believe people that have been abducted or might have had contact with certain beings are either spiritual, you know what I mean, and or government. There's a movie that came out years ago with the girl. She used to do the Resident Evil movies, and remember that it was an alien movie that came out a couple years ago. I remember I was watching it with this girl I was talking to at the time, and the first time I watched it, I was watching it by myself, but I think I was like drawing or something, so I wasn't really paying attention. But the second time I watched it, I was spooked out. But the movie was trying to imply that the government was messing with this small town. Well, does anybody know what the movie is? Demons, Not Aliens. Spielberg is okay, you guys. You thinking of what I'm talking about? He drew pictures of cats with just heads and a body, no feet. Signs? No, it wasn't Signs. It was Signs is older than this movie. This movie came, it came and went. But it was trying to, people, like, the aliens was bothering this town, right? And like people were losing their minds. The father blew his brains out. It came out, it came and went. But being the person I am, I'm going to be looking at these little alien movies. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Yo, Zobi, I know you're a Laker fan. Who do you think will be getting in the free agency? Man, there's some good questions, but I got to stick on the alien one real quick. And then we're going to get into the real. You guys already know the reason why Sony's not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But I think, because the image of the alien always came from the government anyway. You know what I mean? This is me thinking. And, you know, I guess we've got a couple of images of aliens from Barney Miller and the Millers, the Caucasian. She had an image. And a lot of people would have these images of aliens as these big egg-headed type creatures in these small bodies and stuff like that. And they were wiggling and wobbling into your room and putting things in your butthole. I don't believe that, man. I don't believe it, dude. I'm starting to believe government. I believe government is coming into your rooms, you know what I mean, knocking you out, sticking things in your butthole. Why would an alien come from outer space? He's got all this advanced technology, and he's obsessed with going into white people's communities and sticking things in their butthole. You know what I'm saying? How come they never came? How come there's no aliens coming in the ghetto? You know, how did the alien know? Oh, don't go over there. You know, don't go in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And even if a black person came out and said aliens was in my butthole, nobody would believe him. I mean, come on, man, get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Aliens. Starship Troopers. That's my movie right there. Was the movie called Fourth Kind? I think so. I think so. You might be right. Wiggly woggly woo! You know. Zobi, alien abduction is sleep paralysis. No, sleep paralysis is, you know, you have that every once in a while where your soul leaves your body, and, you know, I guess like you're waking up, but your soul hasn't come back from its, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in alien abduction was come from aliens. But listen, listen, I don't want to just come out and say things I don't believe this and I don't believe that. If somebody was to come with me with information on aliens, then I would be open-minded to say, okay, then I'm back on saying aliens exist. I mean, I'm talking about the alien with the big head and the little body and the he's wiggling into your room to stick things in your butthole. I'm talking about that type of alien right there. I don't believe that. I believe there are people out there, but I don't think they look like that. I think they might, you know what I'm saying? They might look like Negroes. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. But there is a movie out there. Nobody really named the movie. Came out in the 80s. That really broke it down. That there ain't no aliens. You know what I'm saying? Does anybody know what the movie is? Let me go ahead. I want to see Fourth Kind so bad. Yeah, I think you're right. It might be was Fourth Kind. Your body shuts down except your brain and your nerves. Yes. You know your brain is actually during parts of your sleep. Yeah, I had a sleep paralysis every once in a while, and I'd be like, "Oh snap!" I'd be knowing I'm in it too, and I'd be trying to like move. I'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody know what the movie is? Did anybody put the movie? Could we live in a colony on another planet as half these people are clones? Hey, you know, you might be on. You might be spot on. But E.T., the movie E.T. really broke down how these creatures that we believe are aliens are really just spiritual type demons. You know what I mean? That are coming from other dimensions, and we think that they're aliens, you know? Some of us are conjuring these demons with our third eye, and we don't even know it. And we think, oh my God, it's an alien. But E.T. really broke down. If you go and watch that E.T., E.T. really tells you there was no aliens. There are no aliens. You need to fight sleep paralysis. Coon heads. Anyway, back to the video. Oh, in the Lakers free agency, who are we getting? I don't think we're getting anybody, man. And I wouldn't recommend anybody to come. I'm a Laker fan, but I do not like LeBron James. And I want this bad boy to burn. I want it to burn. I'm on the side of Jeannie Buss on this one. Jeannie Buss doesn't want to give up her team to LeBron James, and the media tells Jeannie Buss we need to give the team to LeBron James. I say, don't do it. Yeah, I think it's either government or our ancestors. If you look at the word Mars, the word means the MERS that we went to war. Gomena. Some type of government siren, yeah, some type of warning, you know what I mean? So we shut up. Anyway, The real reason Sony's not going to E3, and you guys know this already, it's not because E3 is irrelevant. Sony's irrelevant. Let's just keep it real. PlayStation is irrelevant. They have been getting by on fumes. They got lucky with the PlayStation 4. When you saw what you saw with the PlayStation 3 and how much of a complete failure that was, that's Sony. That's the real Sony right there. They got lucky. They got real lucky at that E3 when they Xbox was showing off their console, PlayStation was showing off their console, and Xbox wanted to take it to an anti-consumer where they wanted to buy your games digitally. They didn't want to give you physical copies. They didn't want you owning your games. We basically don't own our games today, but still, they were finding a way to remove remove gaming from the consumer. You know what I'm saying? And Sony was able to flim-flam you. They were going to go the same route. They were going to go, I get a lot of emails, these little secret emails from inside Sony, and they were going to go in the same route. But Sony was able to see what Xbox, the attention they got. They were able to do a 360. And as you know, when you bought your PlayStation 4s originally, you had to have an update first. To remove the restrictions of your physical copy. You know what I mean? So they had the update, and because Sony was definitely going to go into that route as well. Now, the reason Sony's not going to be there is because they don't have any games to show you. All the games that they wanted to show you, they're already out. You know, they can't run an E3 just showing you The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2, still, from what they showed you, still, it's garbage. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to see Last of Us 2. They want to see something new. What new can they obviously show you? Were they going to waste our time showing us, what's the Kojima game called? What's the Kojima game called? Death Stranding? Death Standing or something like that? Death Stranding. Thank you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They had nothing to show you. I mean, they would have literally just promoted other companies with their conference like they've been doing for the past couple years. You know? They would have been showing you, some type of multi-plat that would have been on every other console. That's what their conference would have been about. And basically they're all just remakes, remasters, and ports, you know? They don't have anything. They can't compete to Microsoft and or Nintendo, because Microsoft and Nintendo is going to be showing you the multi-plats. You want to see the multi-plats, especially when it comes to Xbox and for Nintendo, because with Xbox you go, oh God, wow, we're getting Ni no Kuni on the Xbox? That's amazing. You know what I mean? That was a PlayStation exclusive. With the Switch, you're like, oh my God, we're getting Ni no Kuni on the Switch? I can take this bad boy on the go. I can play, collect demons, go through a 100-hour storyline, you know? But the PlayStation 4, you go, all right, guys, Ni no Kuni Remastered. And you're like, I didn't buy Ni no Kuni 1. I definitely didn't buy Ni no Kuni 2. Why the hell would I buy a remaster? It already looked nice on the PlayStation 3. Why would remastering the game make me want to buy it? Doesn't make any sense. But okay. PlayStation is the way to go. PlayStation is the best. Sony has no games. The only reason it's irrelevant is because Sony's irrelevant. Hands down. That's what it is. You saw these Sony Directs. Did you watch those Sony Directs? They literally had nothing. There was nothing to show you. The standout things that they showed you was Iron Man VR, Medieval, Monster Hunter World DLC, an indie game. I'm buying a PlayStation 4 Pro to play indie games. They don't have anything. They don't have any money. The email also told me they don't have any money. They're broke. They've lost billions upon billions of yen during the PlayStation 3 era, and they haven't made that money back. They haven't even halfway caught up to the money that they've lost. They've lost billions of yen. No, Zoe, that was the movie division. No, the reports came out and said it was the gaming division as well. Money is not being made over there at Sony. They shut down over thousands of divisions, game developing companies. They've let off millions upon millions of workers. Sony is an utter disgrace. Let's keep it real. The PlayStation brand is a disgrace. And you're going to see with the PlayStation 5. I said, mark my words, with the PlayStation 5 is going to go right back to the Sony that we all know. You really think people are going to buy over 100 with the Switch and the next Xbox console? You really think people are really going to go out there and support the PlayStation 4? Are you insane? Why? Why would I buy PlayStation 4 for? I mean, excuse me, PlayStation 5. My bad. Why would I buy a PlayStation 5 for? At least with the PlayStation 4, there was a fatigue there. There was like, oh, we've been with the PlayStation 3 and Xbox so long, 360. You know what I mean? That was one of the longest console runs I've ever seen in my entire life. People were laughing at the Wii U for ending their console run in 3 or 4 years. But mother flipper, that's how long a console run is supposed to be. When you were a 2011 gamer, you don't know these things. You're only going by your history of gaming of what's been happening from 2011 on up. But yes, 3 or 4 years is how long a console is supposed to be on the market. The Xbox 360, the PS3 has been on for so long. People were fatigued. They were looking for something new. Who's looking for something new when it pertains to PlayStation and the PlayStation 5? Every single thing that Sony has been putting out after the PlayStation 4 has been a complete failure, from the virtual reality headsets to the PlayStation Minis to the exclusives to everything has been just failing. It's been failure after failure after complete failure. Sony is losing and will continue to lose money. And the same thing's going to happen with PlayStation 5. If I was a PlayStation fan, I would jump ship. I would jump ship because there's an iceberg dead ahead. It's over. It's a wrap. And with Sony not being at E3, it's just 100% evidence. That's what the emails are telling me. It's a wrap for Sony. That's the reason why they won't be there. They got to make these little cheap $10 directs. It's easy. I can make that same direct with Photoshop. I could do that. It'll take 10, give me $10. I'll do it. I don't even need the $10. I could do it for free. These little cheap directs. You know what I mean? They can't even get, at least with Nintendo, they got somebody standing there bowing. You know what I mean? They can't even get a person to get on there and talk and stand. They can't afford anybody. Who are they going to buy? Greg Miller? That's the real reason why Sony's not there. They don't have anything to show you. They don't have a new console to show you. They don't have any games to show you. They've turned their back on Japan, so why would Japan give them something to promote their console? They blatantly and show their racism to Japan by saying that we're censoring all of your games. All of your games will be censored. So why would Japan go, here, take this to promote your company, promote your brand with E3? They're not doing that. Japan will be at the Xbox conference. Watch. They're definitely going to be at the Nintendo conference. Zoe, come on, man. Y'all listening to Zoe? He don't know what he talking about, man. Come on, man. Sony always wins, baby. Listen, I made these for those of you who think what I'm saying is outlandish and crazy. You know, oh my God. And I understand. Not everybody's a three-dimensional thinker. Not even, a lot of people are not even one-dimensional thinkers, so let's keep it real. But I was the only one, and the main one. If you guys remember, I was the main one and only one. In hindsight 2020, now everybody can say the Nintendo Switch was going to be successful. It's easy for everybody to say that now. I've been sitting in podcasts and hearing people saying, oh yeah, well the reason it's successful is because it was handheld. I'm trying to tell you, I was the one and only person that was in the trenches. You can go back through my history, my channel, other people's channels, Twitter, all over, and you will see that Zobi70 was the main one talking about Switch is going to be extremely successful. There is nothing to worry about. Nintendo has nothing to worry about when it pertains to the Nintendo Switch. I know this. And at the time, nobody was able to see that. Nobody. Nobody was able to see that. Nobody. I mean, Nintendo fans were even like worried. I said, get that biting your nails, nigga. Relax. You're good. Are you sure? Are you sure? I'm like, I'm sure. Nintendo Switch dropped day one, couldn't find the Switch. It was impossible to find the Switch. It was going on months. You couldn't find a Switch. Every month since the Switch dropped, it's been number one selling console of all time. It literally came out. IGN was the only website that was lying for Sony. Oh man, they were deriding Sony for the PlayStation 4, weren't they? I mean, just literally lying, talking about it was the fastest selling console of all time. It was 100% lie. People, there's channels out there pointing out IGN lying for the PlayStation 4. The Switch comes out, boom, fastest selling console of all time. Those are facts. Why? IGN didn't report it. IGN never reports Nintendo news. IGN wants to throw a parade for Uncharted for selling 3 million copies. Uncharted 4. Meanwhile, Smash, Mario Kart, Mario, Zelda Breath of the Wild, 10 million in that same amount of time. No bundles, no nothing. Nothing from IGN. Pokemon, 30 million, nothing. Xenoblade Chronicles is about to do 2 million. Xenoblade Chronicles, a JRPG. JRPGs are irrelevant. 2 million on the Nintendo Switch. Fire Iwata, fire him. This is all his vision right here. That's the real reason Sony will not be at E3. They're irrelevant. Don't say E3 is irrelevant. Because give me reasons why it's irrelevant. For those of you who believe the Sony narrative, I'll wait, because I was going to end the video there. I'll wait. Please tell me how E3 is irrelevant and how Sony's state of play is more relevant than E3. Please tell me. I just went to the Sony State of Play Direct. They can barely muster up 20,000 views. Barely. Nobody's watching these things. When you hear a Nintendo Direct, you're like, I got to plan out my schedule. You're looking, you're like, oh dang, it starts at 9 o'clock. Oh, 9 o'clock, you know what I mean? Like you're planning out your day, your schedule. You're thinking about it all week. You know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, I got Nintendo Direct, Tuesday. I gotta make sure I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Yakuza 0 was horrible. Yes, it was. It was. Who the hell is playing Yakuza? Yakuza 1 and 2 on the PS2, still my favorites. Yes, yes, those. I think after 4, after 3. This series has been going downhill. The damage control is they have state of play in the PlayStation Experience. is what they keep telling me. They need to find something else to do. They need to go back to E3. I mean, like, because the state of play was garbage. The state of play is garbage. What is that? You know, like really, like what is state of play? The hell is that? To this point, to this day, they still haven't shown nothing that you know that makes you excited to play a video game. What have they shown a state of play that made you go, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you know, like. I remember when they showed off Zelda, Breath of the Wild, I haven't cried since I was a little kid. You know what I mean? I haven't cried since I was a baby. But I was about to tear up and cry when I was looking at Zelda Breath of the Wild because I just felt like when I saw it, for those of us who are real gamers, there's not many. When some people were looking at Zelda Breath of the Wild, they were looking to criticize it. Oh my God, look at that club. It's too big. Why is that club so big? Meanwhile, they're playing Final Fantasy 15 and the swords are as big as, you know what I mean? Oh my God, look at that club. It's so, you know? When I saw Zelda Breath of the Wild, I teared. I was about to cry. Because it was like it felt like it was the end. It felt like it was the end. You know, it was the end of all this bull crap that we've been going through for the past 10 plus years, you know? It felt like it was from 2009 on up. From 2009 for me, that was the end of gaming when it was actually good. You know what I mean? 2010 all the way up was brutal for me. It was brutal, you know? It was brutal. And like when I saw Zelda Breath of the Wild, I was just like, it's over. You know what I mean? The drought is over. Like, this is it. This is it, you know? And I was right. The drought is over. Look at this. You know, games. I mean, look at this. Look at these games. Oh my God, I'm swimming in games, baby. I'm swimming in games, baby. You know what I mean? And look at my PlayStation collection. You know, here's my PlayStation 4 collection. You know, that game came out 20 years ago. This game came out 20 years ago. This game, garbage. Garbage as hell. Definitely garbage. You know, that was on the PlayStation. That was on the PlayStation 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my PlayStation collection. 5 games. You know what I mean? But look at this. I'm like Scrooge McDuck. I'm swimming in Nintendo games. You know what I mean? Woo! But hey, all right, Super Pack 6. I'm sorry, Super Ski. I'm sorry, but Xbox are going to have a great E3. Yeah, of course, yeah. I'm excited for the Nintendo's E3. I'm a little worried about the Nintendo's E3. I'm getting worried because they're saying their main focus will be that Zelda game, that little chibi game, and I think Pokemon, and they said some other game. I can't remember. Did they say Fire Emblem? I don't think they said Fire Emblem. They were saying that was going to be their main focus. Now I'm getting, I don't know. I'm getting conflicting reports. I don't know. I know what I'm reading, but the Nintendo fanboys are saying no. That's going to be on the stage floor. And I know that their direct is not going to disappoint. I know their direct is going to, because every direct, I feel like every direct that they had, they found a way to attack Zombie 70. And I don't mean attack like a negative thing. Like they attack that with that Zombie 70 thing that Zombie 70 likes. You know what I mean? Like, there it is. I like that. You know what I mean? I remember one direct, I had like low expectations for this direct that they had. Because it was like a Smash. Every time they show Smash Brothers, I'd start getting depressed. I'd be like, You know what I'm saying? Like, I get real depressed when I start seeing anything Smash Brothers. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, oh my God. Oh my flipping God. I can't stand Smash Brothers. I get really depressed. And at the end of the direct, that's when they started to do, because like there was already rumors that Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles was coming to the Switch. So they showed that. They showed Crystal Chronicles, and I was just like, yeah, all right, cool. And then they showed Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. And I was like, oh, all right, cool. And then they were like, and then they showed Final Fantasy 7, and I was like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? What the hell is going on right now? They showed 7, they showed 10, they showed 12, they showed 9. I was just like, what the hell? They gave Zobi a swift kick in the anal canal. I was like, what is this? I mean, every direct they were able. There was one direct where they showed the Rune Factory 4. You know what I mean? This guy, you know what I mean? This is the guy that you guys watch? I mean, come on. This guy's talking about Rune Factory. I never even heard of that game before. Has anybody here ever heard of that game, man? I mean, nobody talks about that game. Why is this guy talking about it, man? I mean, come on. If I was running a channel, man, I would never talk about Rune Factory 4, dude. I mean, come on. I'm going to talk about the popular stuff. I mean, this is the same guy that said he hates Smash Brothers, man. And Smash Brothers is the #1 game, man. It's the #1 game, dude. They showed off Rune Factory 4 at one of the. I was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And then at the end of the Rune Factory 4, they said Rune Factory 5 was coming, and I said, what the hell? Every direct, they put a swift kick to Zobi 70's anal canal. You know? Wow. So I'm just worried because, like I said, I don't like Smash Brothers, and it was showing that weirdo came on and started talking about, I have exciting news. I'm going to show Smash Brothers stuff on the Nintendo. I was like, the next DLC character will be announced. I was like, oh my God, they're really going to waste my time with some more Smash Brothers? I'm telling you, every direct is going for the rest of my life is going to have Smash Brothers in it. Watch, because they're going to go through their little DLC roster, whatever little stupid characters they're going to add. Come on, what? Stupid characters? I mean, come on, man. You know, this guy's not credible, man. Stop listening to this guy, man. Everybody knows we play Smash for the characters, man. Whatever stupid character they add in there. Come on, Zobi. Stupid character. What if they added flipping Goku, dude? So? Zobi, what if they add flipping Ken Masters, man? You know, you'd be like, man, if you don't get up my face, man. Anyway, yeah, because they're going to go through their little DLC characters, and at the end of the DLC characters, they're going to announce the next Smash Brothers game. And I'm going to be flipping triggered. I'm going to be like, no. Smash Brothers on the 3DS was so bad. Oh, God, yeah. I think every Smash Brothers on every console sucks. I could have gave my left for Persona on this. Oh, my God. Why would you do that? Why would you give a piece of your body for one Persona character? That sounds a little moist from a guy that claims to be straight. But yes, it's it. That's over. It's done. It's a wrap for Sony, man. And it's sad. They had a good run, though. Had a good run. Were they like 20 years? Over 20 years? They had a good run. But yeah, this don't let Sony try to trick you and confuse you. Don't let the fanboys try to trick and confuse you. It's over for Sony, you know? I mean, think about it like this. Don't just listen to me. Don't listen to the emails that I got from inside sources. Whatever. That's all bull crap. But look at it like this in the fanboy way. Say Sony's been sitting on that alleged 90 million units for a very long time now. You know, it's been months. they're not moving units on the PlayStation side. They should be over 100 million by now, you know? They should be over that 100 million by now, allegedly. What's taking so long, right? So you have a console that's not selling. You have a console that has horrible games on it. You have a console that's selling those games for $10 just to make a little bang for their buck. And they're not coming to E3. Now think about it like this. Say if this was Nintendo. Look at it as if Sony was Nintendo. And they didn't come to E3. People would be concerned. Sony and Xbox fans will be cheering. Sony and Xbox fans will be coming out and making these videos saying how irrelevant the Nintendo brand is. Say if the Nintendo was in the situation that Sony is in right now. People would know that Nintendo would be in trouble. Think about it like that. People would say Nintendo is in trouble. It's over. They need to start porting their games to the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox. They need to start adding blood to Zelda. You know what I mean? Think about that. Think about it. Say Nintendo didn't show up. Anyway, those are my emails. I'll email you the emails if you want them. Hit me up on Naruto Lover. I made this email back when Naruto was hot. Naruto Lover 2022. you ever go through the everybody changed their name now, but you ever go through the old names? I used to go through my friends list and see all these Naruto names. You know what I mean? Hokage member 22, you know? Naruto Lover 37. Sasuke. I love Sasuke 22. I was like, man, look at this. Now they're all gone. Now everybody changed their name to something else. You know what I'm saying?